day. Concon, of course, very safe player. You know, kind of tilting to fight against if you don't know what you're doing against him, but just tilting to fight against in general with how good he is, period. Knows how to play safe and knows how to pick and choose your weaknesses when he sees them. Going up against, again, the element that runs my electric cars, Garyium, out here with the Sheik.
Know a ton about this matchup. I would imagine that Sheik probably does pretty well if she's able to get in, just able to rack up a lot of damage, and Min has like up smash and nair as get off me options, but outside of that I feel like Sheik's just gonna out frame data her, but it seems like right now Concon's just doing a really good job of walling out with these with the arms. Not able to find like a good opening so far.
Yeah, you know what I was saying over and over again in the last set about how I feel like the good mobility of ZSS is that fully charged Ram's going to take the stock against Sheik. You remember what I was saying about like how like the really good mobility of ZSS doesn't matter if you don't know how to pick and choose your moments properly?
Yeah.
It's kind of the same thing here, where I feel like Concon with the Min, you know, will just be such a dominant neutral monster, but you're going up against Sheik, who's also a very huge neutral monster in her own right, but in the more traditional, sort of quote-unquote normal way of like a normal Smash Brothers fighter, rather than the sort of, again, kind of quote-unquote gimmick that Min is for sure. But this case, it's a little different, because I think Sheik is a better character than Zero Suit Samus. No disrespect, Emma, I'm very, very sorry to bring that up for you again.
I'm like a character denier. Like, I think ZSS is bad, and anything that I accomplish with her is because I'm awesome.
Right,
so,
right.
go ahead, you can crap on her.
That's the way you gotta gas yourself up. I understand that completely. You gotta give yourself the confidence, you know. But Sheik, however, I feel like with needles and just with the superior frame data, as well as less awkward hitboxes, I should say, once this character's in, I feel like should really do exactly what Min does to Sheik, but just the other way around and keeping a disadvantage forever and just saving the jump that time around. Very important in order to make it back right there. On top of the fact that Sheik also has, you know, the up B vanish, which is invulnerable for a ridiculously long time, which against a character with effortless, I should say, that's a better way to phrase it. Just very insane and just sort of, you know, I'm just going to say it, quite frankly, sometimes effortless ledge trapping as Min does. Having that invulnerability that not all the other characters have, I should say, having that edge guarding not be free with Min, that's huge in this matchup.
Yeah, really good advantage there from Garyium, but able to take that stock, still down a whole stock here. I'm very surprised that we went to FD, just given that the platforms I feel like are going to be really good for helping with your approaches against Min. And I love the recoveries that we're seeing from Garyium as well. Min just does so well at the ledge. Ooh, okay, big damage here. But Min does so well at the ledge at getting a lot of like early stocks off stage, but just the way that Garyium has been recovering using his air dodge, using that up B like you said, just very impressed with how he's been able to like hold on to his stocks for as long as he has, given how much of the match he's been off stage.
I like the mix-up that Garyium was going for right there, drifting to the left and then immediately turning around with the bouncing fish to try to catch. No kill, kissing both corners of the blast zone as Concon that time around off of the vanish right there, but nothing doing, just trying to hold their way back in neutral right now. Beautiful spot dodge. It's these quick decisions in the CQC that's really helping do it in for Concon against this crazy damage pusher, I should say, as Garyium in the Sheik right now, because there's a lot of damage being dealt towards this Min right now every time Garyium gets in, just like I said they would, because of how crazy good of a character Sheik is once the character's actually up close. Concon, as he normally would be able to do on a stage like FD, cannot just sort of keep Sheik at bay because of how insane this character's mobility is, well as just in general, pretty solid damage output is at the end of the day as well. But the up throw, not gonna do it. Still hanging on as Garyium.
Yeah, preemptively pulls the trigger on that up smash, not able to catch the landing just yet. Okay, able to make it back here. This can be scary for both characters playing at the ledge super often. Concon just trying to catch him off guard, but gonna get sent off stage with that multi-jab from Sheik. Okay, able to use the up B for his advantage to take Concon's stock, but still sitting at 135. Have to be careful of an up smash here. Even a grab, I think, might be able to take the stock. Okay, just playing super patient, not overextending here, getting some extra damage, 43%, but Min's off stage. If you're able to find a perfectly spaced back here, you might be able to take the stock a little bit earlier too with the Gimp. Min's recovery is really good vertically, but yeah, there's that up smash we were talking about. Oh, he seems like flabbergasted that happened.
Yeah, honestly, because I think he was a little flabbergasted because he was kind of behind Min at that point. But that up smash is pretty big. It's like a little mini Fox one, to be completely honest. So
that's fair.
Very, very good stuff going out to Concon right there, securing that W for the first game. But not through traditional means, Emma.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like I'm playing Min Min. You have to respect my long range. Oh, there's no platforms on this stage on FD. No, I'm a Sheik player. I didn't ban FD against Min Min. I'm going in. I have buttons. I almost won right there. I am right to throw my hands in the air after that exchange because I was behind you. Garyium lost that match, yeah, but that game, I should say, but he kept it close, Emma. That was I would not be shocked to see Garyium take game number 2 against one of this tournament's highest seeded players.
Yeah, with that advantage state at the beginning of the 3rd stock, he definitely had an opportunity where he was racking up a lot of damage. He had Concon offstage. If he was able to find a Gemp, he could have won that game. So I definitely think he's still in this, especially with playing on a stage like FD. I feel like FD would be better for Min Min than it would be for Sheik in that situation. So if we see a... Oh, never mind. Doesn't matter anymore. We got Bayonetta.
Third character I forgot. I'm like, there's one more that he used to play a lot, that he used to play more often than any other character. I couldn't think of Bayonetta for some reason.
Concon only plays female characters in this game. Fun fact.
Oh, well, that I knew. that I knew. If anything, that should have helped me wire it down.
His blonde females, if he's playing Rosa and Min Min, but Bayonetta's a wild card.
Yeah, Bayonetta you gotta make an exception for, even if like it's just, you know, the blondes. You already know. But Bayonetta, of course, way more of a meta-relevant character than she used to be honest. I remember we all thought, she wasn't as good, even like after some of the buffs she got in this game, but she is still the character that she was designed to be, and comboing you to absolute shreds, getting you to 95 relatively easily, and even occasionally roofing you if you have a lighter character and don't know how to SDI properly, as much as a myth that some people say SDI necessarily is in this game. Damage output with Bayonetta is the name of the game. You're dead.
Great combo there from Concon. Yeah, now it's more like a scrappy kind of playstyle that we're going to be seeing from both players. Ooh, but I love the call-out on the ABK with the up smash. But just getting a lot more damage, going to be in each other's faces, trading combos back and forth. Whereas with Min Min, it kind of felt like he was walling him out the entire time, and Sheik's looking for an opportunity again. And I think this is going to be like a much more fast-paced gameplay that we're going to be seeing. But so far, Concon just really smothering here. Okay, but a few strings of fair there from Sheik, able to send Concon off stage, but recovering is going to be a lot easier for Bayonetta than for Min Min. Even though Min Min does have that tether to the ledge, it's pretty, like, you can only go from a certain angle in order to grab. She doesn't have a lot of like horizontal grab range, whereas Bayonetta can basically make it back from anywhere with her up Bs and side Bs.
Yeah, and honestly, that might be the reason we really got a Bayonetta switch in the first place. You know what I mean? I think the reason this is going on is because, like, Min Min kind of can't do the traditional thing against Sheik on certain levels, I should say, because of how good Sheik's mobility is, how good her damage output is. We got Sheik willingly go to FD against Min Min. You know how ballsy you have to be to willingly go to FD against Min Min? I think Concon might have switched to Bayonetta because he realized, like, okay, I'm not going to be able to wall out Garyium like I normally can, like, pretty easily. I'm going to need a character that could just get, you know, better damage output than he can. And that's where Bea comes in.
Entire sequence that we saw that ended with the bats into like trying to get the F smash was insane, but able to find the kill there. Garyium in the lead for the first time in this set, it seems like, but just playing great right now, able to get a lot of parries, has really good understanding of the timings that a lot of these Bayonetta moves have. Again, getting a lot of these bats within kind of like a get out of jail free card, but making it back to the ledge, and Garyium still just rolling away with this. Waiting for the ABK, waiting for the approach, able to get the F smash off of that great combo there. Yeah, Concon definitely showing that he definitely knows his way around this character.
Honestly, yeah, those like reactions, I shouldn't say reactions, but those like witch time setups are so good. It's not like, you know, you just like ladder off the top of those. You got to get those clean F smashes, those up smashes, sometimes the down smashes if you got them by the ledge. And now you have Garyium holding a pretty solid neutral, trying to make the approaches of Bayonetta as linear as he possibly can, trying to catch those healed slides, potentially into a shield grab perhaps. Now just holding back as the damage is already to 50%, trying to end it immediately with a second diamond cutter, not able to get the strong hitbox of the top of the diamond cutter right there, only the weak one off of the side. Definitely not what he wanted. And then waiting just a little too long, hesitating, not getting the forward smash as well, and then doing it again, just like he did with the up smash twice in a row. Concon is going to be catching onto those, and this very well might be the game, but the bat within going right back to the ledge right here, and he steals it back from him after just 2 whiffed attempts in a row, 2 up smashes in a row, 2 F smashes in a row, 2 games in a row on the part of Concon, ladies and gentlemen. Your approaches just became a little too linear, my friend. Those kill confirms were not clicking if you're going to do the same thing over and over again. And Garyium, unfortunately, going to fall to Concon right there, but not after putting up a hell of a fight, Emma. That was a great set.
For sure. I think at the end, he was getting a little too desperate for those kills, using the smash attacks, getting a little panicky, and I think Concon was able to clean it up after that, just able to stay composed. But yeah, very unfortunate there for Gary, but did a great job of keeping up, especially in matchups that, like, I don't know. I feel like Min Min is very weird, because I was convinced that Sheik would have won that pretty handedly, but it seemed like Concon had a really good understanding of the matchup and just made it really hard to find a lot of approaches and a lot of, like, ins to get a lot of damage. So definitely a hard-fought battle for sure.
That reaction off the Diamond Cutter definitely caught Concon off surprise as well. Did you see his eyes in the webcam?
No, I didn't. What happened?
They actually, like, popped back. It's like, oh. That was actually impressive. It wasn't even necessarily a hard read. It was a reaction on the part of Garyium, because you see he actually whiffed a grab right there and then went for the up smash. Actually reacted off the ABK right there. But he did space it properly, preemptively in advance. He was standing in the perfect spot that Bayonetta will do that ABK off of ledge in the air. You can hit her for that, and you can punish her for it relatively easy if those options become linear enough. But unfortunately, it just wasn't enough at the end of the day. Got a little too desperate, and Concon thrives off of those desperate attempts from players seated below him. He waits for you to get tilted, because he knows he plays characters and plays in a way that tilts you, as he
chaotic
has
evil.
Years. Chaotic evil, my friend. Concon, that's chaotic, my friend. The name's so nice, gotta say it twice. We're gonna run to a quick ad break for you guys right here, but before we do that, I think we got the slides. Can we get the slides? The slides? Yes! The NJ Smash Circuit. Just in case you forgot already, it's running from July 9th through December 22nd. Almost done. You want some time, you get those chances to get those sweet, sweet, sweet gamer points for you guys.